Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Phone a Friend Mutant. Bleh.
Off to a good
Welcome
start.
back to Phone. Are you done? Are you done making fun of me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Welcome back to Phone a Friend News with the Ambassadors of Gaming. I am one of the two Ambassadors of Gaming. I am Ambassador Chris.
And I'm Ambassador Michael.
And in case you're joining us for the first time, this is just where we look up some articles and BS, basically. Obviously regarding games and just BS. Um, and I'm going to start out with, what was I going to start out with? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Activision. I was
There
going to
you
start
go.
out with Activision. Okay. So, Activision, as you guys all know, is just a really big name gaming company. Um, they basically have their hands dipped. Either they self-produce a game or they partner with other companies. And they basically have their hands dipped into like about everything.
Hmm.
Um, and they've just had some layoffs.
Yeah.
Um, definitely, we got an article here from IGN, and what they told Game Informer was that their games that they referenced were for their core audiences, like Black Ops 3. Those games performed really well, but the games for like casual players, like Guitar Hero and Skylanders, kind of,
They fell flat.
nah, yeah, they did not do well. So, what they say is they're going to refocus their efforts, whatever that means. Um, but I'm not really sure how I feel about this one. Unfortunately, we haven't seen enough of just Activision by itself. Activision is very hush hush about like everything.
Yeah, no, they
They
don't like leaks and shit coming out.
no, they don't really talk. So the reality is we don't really know much about them.
Hmm.
So we know that a lot of the big games they're in, Black Ops 3, Destiny,
Hmm.
um, but I don't know. I would say their layoffs scare me, but they're such a huge company. You know, when you
Yeah.
have your hands dipped into everything, I say the same thing about Microsoft. Like people compare Microsoft to Apple, and they say, well, Apple, why Apple computers don't do this or Microsoft computers don't do that. And my opinion on that is Microsoft has their hands dipped into way more things than Apple does.
True.
Same thing with Activision. And eventually, if you get your hands dipped into all these different things, one of them is going to be spoiled.
Yeah. Well, you gotta. Sometimes they just gotta rein things back in because they let shit get too loose and wild.
Yeah, and that could be what they mean by refocus their
Yeah.
efforts. Maybe they'll like kind of go like, okay, guys, cut the crap. Let's get things back
Well,
together.
further down in that article, it says that department was part of Activision's licensed game division, which was they did a lot of the licensing. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the rumored Ghostbusters game for the reboot. And those are like the weird kind of quirky Activision games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they're the
it
games that
makes sense that they
don't
would
do don't
cut
do
from the
great.
bottom of the food chain.
Yeah,
Like they're not going to fire a bunch of coders for like a Call of Duty map pack. You
exactly.
know, like those games that make a lot of money, they're most likely going to keep that staff as
Yeah. Well,
relevant as possible.
that's where their priority is for the most part.
Exactly.
But also, I mean, don't get me wrong, they want to make money, but at the same point, Activision does kind of give a shit about putting out good games, like at least games that work. You know what I mean? At least
Yeah.
the only game they've come out with recently that was complete shit was Tony Hawk. But other than that, all their other games have been pretty great.
Tony Hawk was bad.
Yeah,
Tony
but
Hawk was really bad.
and see the thing that bugs me a little bit here is right. So they have these layoffs, right? And then at the bottom of this article, it says earlier this year, Activision Blizzard bought MLG, Major League Gaming, with the goal of becoming the ESPN of esports. So
I would love that, dude.
they bought Major League Gaming, but then they got to lay off people because their division isn't making enough money, or because they can't afford them because they just spent a shit ton of money buying that.
Like I said, they keep things really hush hush. They aren't
Yeah,
really big to share what's going on behind their doors. For all we know, they could be in way worse shape than we think they are. Um, but
I
keep in
doubt it.
mind, keep in mind that companies don't want to decrease profits.
No,
They
they
always want
always
to
want to go up.
increase profits. That's why companies like McDonald's, where a burger used to be like $1, uh, is
Cost
like
you like five.
it's like is like maybe $1.50 now, or like $2, because
Yeah,
with prices raising, they're like, oh, well, we can't maintain the same profit if we keep having these prices. So we have to make sure our profits will only go up. So they
yeah.
have to raise all their prices. And I think it's something similar to this. After Activision bought MLG, maybe they bit off a little bit more than they could chew, and they're like, okay, we're losing money faster than we're making it.
Well, yeah, they don't have any. They have nothing coming out right now.
Yeah.
There's
Um,
nothing, so they're not making any money right now. They gotta wait until for a couple months before
one
all their shit drops.
One thing that I think of is evident of this is the refer a friend program from Destiny. That was a few
Mm-hmm.
months ago, where basically you got I don't remember what you
Shader
got.
and a Sparrow, I think.
Yeah, for basically getting someone else to buy Destiny.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
real quick,
yeah.
on the topic of Destiny, I saw
Hope
something
this is real
interesting.
quick.
It is. It is just a one note.
Mike and I are gonna play Destiny after this.
We So, do you know Mass Effect the series?
Yes.
Well, there's a new game coming out called Mass Effect Andromeda this fall,
Yeah.
and they're finished with the game already. And the lead writer from that, just quit to go work at Bungie on Destiny. So Bungie's just like
Oh
eating
yeah, you
all
sent me
of the
that earlier.
creative. Yeah, they're eating like all of the creative talent in the industry right now. They're like, please, anybody help. So, and they're working with High Moon supposedly.
High Moon Studios. They made some good stuff. The
Yeah,
Transformers games are really good that they made.
they made
Um.
Advanced Warfare too.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? On the
I,
last
I
gen.
completely forgot about that. Okay, but we
Anyways,
are we are digressing.
a little bit.
So, like I said, if I were to tie this up with a bow, um, I would definitely say that Activision probably isn't exactly making the profits that they were hoping they would at this time, and they just kind of cut off some limbs. They cut off some limbs they didn't think they needed anymore.
Mm,
For all we know, companies have had these tactics where they fire a bunch of people and then they bring them right back.
yeah,
Like when they make more money, companies have done that forever. Particularly companies that are seasonal, like Activision has. Games always have their release season and then their lulls. Where they don't really do much
they
except for some
usually
DLC.
yeah
So
they're usually releasing their heavy hitters in the fall. So
exactly, and then everything else throughout the year is just kind of we just hope that our games will bring in enough profit for the year.
yeah,
But
at,
okay,
at least they didn't close it down though. That's all I'm gonna say.
what do you mean Activision?
Yeah, no, close down that specific division.
Oh,
That
okay.
office is what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
Okay.
Um, what do you have on Fallout?
They announced their DLCs, some of their DLCs for Fallout 4. So here's what they say, and this article is from Polygon. Bethesda announced the first details of the DLC schedule for the game today for Fallout 4, saying that it plans for more than $60 worth of content coming in 2016, and therefore an increase in the DLC pass. Now, before everybody gets all upset about increase in price and stuff, so right now it's $30, right?
Yeah.
After March 1st, it will go up to $50. But if you buy it on or before March 1st, you can still buy it for $30. So they're not screwing you completely. And Bethesda's pretty
They are
good at,
giving you the choice.
yeah, if you don't buy it before then, you're kind of screwing yourself over.
Yeah.
They've given you like 2 weeks notice. So anyways, so they're raising the price because what it sounds like is they kind of just started making more DLC than they originally planned. So that's why they're increasing the price. But at least, again, they're giving you a choice. Anyways, so there's 3 DLC packs announced so far. The first one is Automatron, which is set for release in March for $10 if you buy it individually of the pass. And it is a focus on mods that will let you harvest robots, including the RoboBrain, to build custom robot companions. So it's more about your guns and more building shit.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is Wasteland Workshop, which introduces the ability to design cages for capturing enemies, from raiders to deathclaws. Do you know what you do or do not know what a deathclaw is?
I do.
Okay, very good. So you'll be able to tame them or have them face off in battle, even against your fellow settlers. Now that's some pretty crazy shit.
Just a quick thing to say. Mike is asking me all of these things because, from my side, I represent the casual gamer.
Mm.
I have not played every single game out there. I'm not like any other YouTuber that's played like 100 different games. I first got into gaming from Call of Duty,
Mm.
from Call of Duty World at War. That was the first kind of big name gaming I did. And right now, I still my lineup isn't very big. So
Yeah.
Mike asks me these things just so that he's the guy that's played way more of these games, and I am the heart and soul of the college kid who can't afford to play every single game on the market right now. But go ahead, continue what you were saying.
So you'll be able to have them fight off against each other, which sounds fucking amazing. You could just tame a deathclaw and just have it just beat the shit out of people. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
And that is coming out in April for $5. Still not a bad price.
that's not a bad price at all.
So the last one, which is called Far Harbor, and it's a full story expansion, and it's priced at $25. Now the $25 thing is probably because it's going to be meaty. When they came out with Skyrim and they had the expansions for Skyrim, they were pretty meaty, and they were like $20 a piece, and they were worth it. So, but anyway, so this is a new case from Valentine's Detective Agency that leads you on a search for a young woman and a secret colony of sins. You travel off the coast of Maine to a far island where high levels of radiation have created a more feral world. So there's even crazier shit. That's awesome. This is more just a recap, but so I'll just get to the good stuff here. So for the add-on that we've created, we filled with new faction quests, settlements, lethal creatures and dungeons, and you can become more powerful with new, higher level armor and weapons. The choices are all yours, it says. Let's see here. So then it goes on to say that they also announced that they'll be running closed betas for each DLC on all platforms. Interested parties can sign up on Bethesda's website right now. Players who are accepted into an add-ons beta program will receive the DLC for free. The beta is the full version, complete with achievements, according to Bethesda. So basically, you're just testing it out for bugs, and you get it for free. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Let's see. Aside from the aforementioned DLC schedule, Fallout 4 developer Bethesda is working on 2 additional game features: the Creation Kit, which will introduce the ability to create and play Fallout 4 game mods, and the free overhaul of survival mode that the company announced last week. The studio also noted that it will continue to deliver free updates. So that's that for Fallout. A bunch of shit. What was I gonna say? Oh, people were thinking that this was gonna be like an E3 announcement, but that would make no sense, as they're probably gonna be releasing one. I would say one every month until, so they're releasing March, April, May probably for the last one, and then probably announce more at E3 in June, and then have July, August, September, or July, August, September.
Yeah.
And that's probably how it'll go. Still not a bad deal, especially since that one is $25. Even at the upgraded price of $50, it's still worth it.
Yeah. I don't know. Fallout 4 really blew people's minds. And even without the season pass, it's one of those things where you know you're going to get the DLC.
Probably.
You know you're going to get the DLC. So you can either choose to get it cheaper, or you can choose to get it. It's one of those games where once everyone else gets the DLC,
then you're gonna be like, well, shit, now I want to play it again. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna have to buy this DLC.
It'll come in waves.
Yeah.
It will come in waves. I actually met someone when I played Destiny a month or two back. I met someone where the Taken King had been out for already a few months, and he didn't have it.
He was just like, no, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, he was level 34 with Prison of Elders gear. And I was like, oh my god, how could you even... This game is like neutered.
Yeah.
Without that expansion. But anyway, so tying this up with a bow, get excited and get it before
It
it's
raises.
too expensive.
Exactly. Save yourself some money.
Exactly. Okay. Now I have something that I'm kind of excited for. Okay. So, Crash Bandicoot.
Love Crash Bandicoot. I
Yeah,
miss him.
Crash Bandicoot. Um, so there have been hints in both advertisements and even in games. Not so much hints, but kind of just placements of Crash Bandicoot Easter eggs. And it would be just, oh, look, it's just a little Easter egg, but it's been happening quite a few times to the point where it's like they're not so much Easter eggs anymore as much as they are hints. The most of which here, where's that picture? Okay, so PlayStation Middle East, and this is from an article on comicbook.com. Um, PlayStation's Middle East division um, uploaded kind of like a wanted poster with Crash Bandicoot on it. And the text on it, or the text in the description, roughly translates to about something along the lines of "Most Wanted, Crash, where are you?" or "Where are you, Crash?"
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it kind of just makes you think, like, are they just screwing with us,
I don't know,
or
because at PlayStation Experience, the CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment America came out in a Crash Bandicoot shirt, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, we're gonna get a fucking Crash game," and then it just didn't happen, and everybody was kind of disappointed and sad. And then this comes up, and now we're like, "Damn it, Sony! God damn it!"
well, I don't know. Crash, unfortunately, I just think, or at least what a lot of people think is, Crash is more important to the people that played it when it that was its time. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Well, that whole genre isn't important to people anymore. The platforming
Exactly.
character isn't important anymore.
Exactly.
Ratchet and
And
Clank, all Jack
as
Dexter.
as people get older, not all people that were gamers when they were younger are gamers now.
Sure.
Um, and I just don't think, or at least what they could possibly be thinking is, yeah, maybe a Crash game would be nice to make, but the reality is, how big would that audience be?
That's what. You know who owns Crash?
Hmm.
Activision. If Activision's not willing to make a Crash game, you know it's because they don't think they're gonna make any money off of it.
Exactly. You don't get to
So
be a huge name and a huge business like that, let alone a gaming business, but just a huge business without making those tough calls. Like,
yeah,
we want a Crash game. Well, it won't make us any money, so you can go ahead and keep wanting it. Put it
yeah.
on the list of things that are never going to happen. But
But
you
if they
never know.
sold it, they sold the copyright, which they could do. We could get one. Or Sony could
I
just
don't.
be like, "Hey, Activision, we'll pay all the money to make this game. Just let us use the copyright." That could work too. Like how Sony's letting
That's possible.
Marvel use Spider-Man for Civil War. Like
Yeah.
that kind of a deal. You know what I mean? That could work. And then if Activision's like, "Dude, people bought this game. We should make more of these." Just the,
Have you seen the art, the only artwork with Spider-Man in it for that movie? It was
no,
just a poster with the date. Um, it's a poster with the date that the game comes out, or the
the
movie comes
movie.
out,
No.
and it shows Spider-Man's arm, and one arm is pulling him this way, and it's Captain America's arm.
Uh huh.
And you don't actually see their bodies; you just see the
The
arms.
arms, yeah.
So you see Spider-Man's arm, you see Captain America's arm trying to pull him this way, and you see Iron Man's arm trying to pull him this way.
Yeah.
I definitely just flicked off the camera. Sorry, guys. Um, but I don't know. I'm really excited for that. But we're
I
we're getting
hope
off
they
track
do.
again. They could be making another game. It's very possible, or they could be making a game maybe where he'll be featured. As
Sure.
cheesy as that sounds, weirder things have happened. Um,
Or they could just keep blue balling us and just never give us a
what did
Crash
you
game.
say?
It
Say
could,
blue ball?
yeah, they could just blue ball us the entire time and be like, "We know you want a Crash game, but we're not gonna give you one."
We're not going to give it to you.
Anyways, so
Um, we can hope. We can hope, but
one day.
at least my own point of view is most likely nothing will come of it. They could just be screwing with us, but
They want to
if not,
see. They want to see who wants to buy it too. Honestly, they want to see a feedback. So,
yeah. Okay, and
anyways,
then Mike has some Mike, you have Microsoft.
yes, I have the closing article. So, Quantum Break is this game that's coming out for Xbox One. It's exclusive. It looks very pretty. It's probably the prettiest game coming to Xbox recently.
Just is it just me or does that dude kind of look like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
A little bit. It's
A little bit.
they're using real actors for the face, the facial
Everyone is
features
now,
and
yeah.
yeah. Um,
I can't
but
I can't watch Agents of Shield without going that's the dude from Until Dawn.
yeah.
He's
Anyway,
Hydra.
he's in the office and Until Dawn. Hail Hydra.
Wait, he was in The Office?
Is that the dude you're talking about? The
No,
not the old dude. Let's talk about the old dude. I don't watch Shield, Agents of Shield. I
the
was
old
just
dude wasn't in The Office either.
I'm talking about the old dude in Until Dawn, the psychiatrist.
Oh no,
Yeah, that's what
not
I
him.
was thinking
I was
of.
talking about no. I'm talking about I think his name is Josh,
Oh
the dude
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
black hair who like almost gets with that girl in the cabin.
Oh no, that's Michael.
Michael, yeah,
Yeah,
he in Agents of Shield. He's like the new leader of Hydra.
that's funny. He just
Yeah,
they're getting hot and steamy and Until Dawn. And he
yeah,
just
and he
whispers
just
in her
goes
ear.
Hydra.
Anyways, um,
I saw a picture of Donald Trump hugging someone, and then the caption was like whispers, "Hail Hydra."
yeah, I sent that to you.
Oh
Um,
my, was that you that sent me
yeah,
that?
I sent you that.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay, but we're
so
we're
Quantum
branching off.
Break is it's one of those weird it's like a Heavy Rain kind of game or Beyond Two Souls. It's like a movie game kind of thing,
Yeah.
and but it still has like shooting and things like that in it. Excuse me. So then Xbox announced, I believe a week ago now, that they were going to come out with a PC title or a PC version of it, and then they announced that it was going to be a cross-buy thing if you buy it on the marketplace. So if you buy the digital version of Quantum Break, you get a PC version for free, but not through Steam. I think they'll send you a code like through your email probably. But that's a big deal because Sony's been doing the cross-buy, cross-save thing, but it's really up to the developers. You know what I mean? When it comes to not their games, they can do it to their games whenever they want if they're putting it on multiple platforms. But this could work better for Microsoft because a lot of their games they release on PC anyways, outside of Halo and Gears, I think, right?
Yeah.
Those aren't on PC, but for the most part, that most of their games end up on PC anyways. So they want to make it a thing.
And they want to make like save files,
Yeah,
like
they want to have cross save, so you can
now
move in between console and PC.
um the only thing that really makes me think about that is what kind of formatting they would use for this cross save system because they've been showing this like huge at least this year their whole Windows 10
Push.
compatibility
Yeah.
through everything, and so they might be like, yeah, but in order for this to work, you need Windows 10, and of course,
Well, yeah.
probably I can tell you a lot of PC gamers won't want to do that.
It probably will be. Actually, I've heard good things about Windows 10, at least from PC
It's not
people.
that I haven't heard good things about it. It's just that the majority of people still like the way Windows 7 operates more,
Well, yeah,
as
Windows
opposed to
8
Windows
sucks.
10. Yeah.
Well, Windows 8
Well, no,
sucks.
not Windows 8. I'm talking about Windows
No, I
10.
know.
Like even compared to Windows 10, they're,
Yeah.
they're still weighing
Well,
heavy on Windows 7.
yeah, but a lot of people that are games, a lot of games require that still. They require you to
Yeah.
run Windows 10. So if you're a PC gamer, more than likely, I would assume you have Windows 10. So, but my guess would be they have their
Just goes
cloud.
to show I don't know anything.
Microsoft's cloud service is OneDrive, correct?
Yeah.
It's called OneDrive. It probably will use that. It'll use the Xbox cloud save. You'll upload it to the cloud, or it'll automatically do it like the PlayStation does. And then you just go on your PC, probably open up the Xbox app or whatever it is, and
Mm.
then you just download the save file or whatever. or just you know, it has like an in-game menu where you can say cross save or whatever, and then pull the cross save data. I'm just assuming because that's kind of how Sony does their cross save shit.
Yeah.
They could make it a completely seamless thing where I just fucking get to a save point, save on my Xbox, turn my Xbox off, go to my computer, and just turn it on, and then I go to the app, and it's like, boom, here's my save file, and just play. So.
Yeah.
But I think that's nice.
It'll be nice if I see it
PC
work.
gamers. For PC gamers.
I feel like a lot of PC gamers kind of stay with PC though. You know,
well,
like
the
a lot of them aren't like crossovers.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if some PC gamers also have consoles, mostly for exclusives, but sometimes they play like Call of Duty and shit with their friends and stuff like that. But for the most part, they stick to PC. You're right. But it would be nice to be able to get Xbox exclusive games, quote unquote, on PC.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think of that.
Then technically now they're just Microsoft exclusives. They're not even really Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think of that.
You want to know something really dumb though?
I don't know if I do.
Because it's the internet, somebody actually got pissed off about this. I was like, why are you mad?
I love how you say because it's the internet, dude.
It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
Dude, if you like PC gaming, that's awesome. Like, I'm happy for you, but that doesn't mean that you need to come out with a pitchfork and pick it outside of.
The worst part is it was a console gamer. It was a console gamer. They're like, really, it's on PC now because you're giving them free PC copies. I'll just cancel my pre-order. And I forget who it was. I think it was Phil Spencer, and he goes, well, that was really dumb, or something. Like, he just like nonchalantly just kind of called him stupid for doing it. And it's like, why? It doesn't affect your experience at all, so I don't understand why you're getting pissed off. So I just thought it was funny because I did see something about that earlier this week, and I was like, doesn't even make sense. Why are you mad? It's not like Microsoft's just handing out free copies of the game to people on PC. You still have to buy it.
You get a copy, and you get a copy. Everyone gets a copy,
except for if you own
everyone
an Xbox.
Gets a 320 Go shell.
So, but so yeah, they want to make this like a platform thing. They want to make it like a normal thing, and I'm hoping that it does because it's worked out pretty well for Sony at times. Like, to be fair though, they don't have an operating system on a computer, so they can't really do that.
Yeah.
They're working. I did hear they're working on remote play for computer, for PC and Mac, which would be pretty sweet. But
especially for me, who owns a Mac.
Yeah, then you could just sit on your computer. You know, your girlfriend's watching TV. You want to play on your PlayStation. You just remote play it to your computer, and you're just sitting in your chair, just chilling. But fuck, where was I going with that? But yeah, the cross save thing with Microsoft is easier because there's more people that own Xbox and PC together than there are, you know, just people that just own PlayStation and PC, and it's like, well, fuck, I can't cross save with that compared to Sony's cross buy with the Vita, for example. Not that many people own Vitas.
I don't own a Vita.
No. I own a Vita, and I fucking barely play that. I barely play the 3DS. I barely play anything. I play one fucking game now, and I just play the shit out of it. And then I move on to the next thing. I did beat Unravel.
Michael does it.
By the way, Unravel. Probably the prettiest game I've seen so far this year. I'm pretty stoked. It was fun. I'll send you some screenshots of it later, but I'm getting off topic again.
Yep, but anyway, those are our articles. Leave a comment. Let us know if there's anything particularly if you want to hear about. If there's some sort of big news thing that maybe we missed, feel free to just leave a comment. Tell us about it. We'll look into it. Maybe upload a flash news about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mike loves when I say flash news. I have no idea why.
I like calling it flash news. That's why. Anyways.
Okay. But anyway, check out our other videos. Oh, did I catch? Yeah, I'm not done talking. Don't rush me.
Goodbye.
Mike uploads videos on YouTube a little more often than I do, and by a little bit more often, I mean I've uploaded one. When Awakening comes out on the Xbox One for Call of Duty, then I'll probably upload a few more Call of Duty highlights or even maybe some map analysis.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, I'm Ambassador Chris.
And I'm Ambassador Michael.
And we'll see you next time, okay?
Goodbye.
Bye.